Hi guys, my name is Miguel. Is that too much? I wanted to tell you guys about our sponsor for today's episode, which is Patience, because we recorded the first 2 episodes not knowing if we were going to put them out, so we used a glitched audio system. So please be patient, because you never know what the next sponsor might bring. Our next sponsor is Rode. No, not that Rode. I'm talking Rode, the best provider for all audio devices. They don't really sponsor us yet, but please send us new audio equipment. We really need it. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, mate.
Welcome to another episode of BADVICE. I am your co-host, Joey.
And I'm Miguel.
So you might notice that Miguel's hand, if you're watching, is taped up with some gauze.
Some gauze, a couple Band-Aids.
So yeah, I have a story for that, and I have volunteered to tell the tale.
Please, yeah. Let's tell it from your side.
So I was tufting away. I have a hobby now of tufting rugs.
That's true. I also wanted to introduce that. Today, I wanted to make a point to notice these nice little rugs behind me hung up, little wall decor. These are tufts by Joey.
If you're watching. If you're not watching, go check it out at the tufter named Joey on Instagram.
Right. So you've been working on your Valentine's Day drop. You have an exclusive drop, but you're also taking commissions just in case. Continue.
So I was tufting away, working hard at my craft. And Miguel was in a fine mood. He was all happy. He got off the couch. And then all of a sudden I just hear a little bit of a ruckus.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, a very small ruckus, if you will. And Apple, if you're watching this, no, you didn't. So I turn around, and before I can even comprehend what is happening, I just hear a massive clash.
Yes.
So once my brain was able to process what went on, Miguel's laptop, which he does a lot of work off of,
Pretty much all of my work off of it.
Slid off the blanket that was on the couch and onto the floor, onto the carpet at that.
It was such a subtle thing, which is why I wanted to make a point of the fact that it was such a small ruckus.
No. I was going to say, the couch is not even a foot and a half off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very minimal living here. There's no reason why the screen should have broke. And the screen broke.
I didn't get to that part.
I'm sorry, but just the anger, I need to explain myself. There's no reason why the screen should have broke. Everything was protective. It was cushioned. Off,
and he on the way down, it hit a cup that was on the ground, a glass, and it spilled over. So he's like, "Oh fuck!" So I'm thinking he's like, "Oh fuck," because he thinks his laptop's gonna get wet. And then I see that his laptop is back on the couch, but with a busted ass screen. And in that literal millisecond between that, he just decides to straight up punch the glass that fell over into the floor.
I didn't punch it.
You essentially punched it into the floor. Like if you
this was something between me and God. This had nothing else to do. And I want to go back to make a point of how small the collision could have been between the laptop and the floor. There was no reason for the screen to have gone this way. So I grabbed the cup in disobedience to God, and I said, in my head, I didn't say it, you didn't hear this, but I was thinking, why, God? Why do you do this to me? God. And so I grabbed the glass, and I broke it to say, why, God? Look at what you made me do, God. And I wouldn't say that immediately after I broke the glass that I think it was a bad idea. I looked at my hand. I was bleeding. I was like, I knew that. I expected that.
Glass everywhere.
It's just one of those situations.
Coffee off the carpet.
It was such a victimless.
Me, scared.
Yes. Well, I didn't even think you noticed or it fazed you because you were tufting, and I think you had your headphones on, and I walked out, and you were still tufting.
Because I continued on my merry way.
Yeah.
Rule.
It was pretty minor too.
Bad advice of the day: if you see an angry motherfucker, you leave them alone. Okay.
Well, it's not like I literally out loud went like, "God, why?"
You punched a glass into the ground. How do you not expect that to be startling? So he.
I thought it was a silent punch. It was
no. He goes and rinses his hand off and goes into the room, and I'm like, okay, I'm treading lightly behind him, and I just see a trail of blood from the sink to the bedroom, and I'm just like, oh, what did he do? And I don't know. Personally, I don't know. I can't. I feel bad that his laptop broke. He's correct. That shouldn't have happened. But I don't have sympathy for his hand for the sole fact of
You're right.
You did that.
And we're
going
gonna
to
put pictures up.
Yeah,
we're gonna put pictures up of it so
and he
people
should
can
have
see.
got. Yeah, you should have gotten stitches.
I probably should get stitches.
You should have gotten stitches.
Yeah, my blood is black by now. I don't know what that means. I think it's good because black is beautiful, and I do take blame completely, but it was just one of those moments of frustration where there's no victim, there's no trespasser, there's nobody to punch. So I had no choice but to hurt myself.
Yeah, no. And I do understand your frustration, like 100%.
I really felt like this was between me and God, though. That's why I took the glass. It was like, you did this to me, God, which is always like the weakest thing to say in any situation.
Fair enough.
Take responsibility. Don't blame our Lord and Savior. But yeah, now I have probably some slashed arteries.
Arteries? Ovaries.
I have some slashed. I'm losing blood, so I'm a little woozy when I speak. But the part that I regret the most is that I didn't film it. Because, as I already mentioned, I'm on a mission. And I'm trying to get on Jackass. And this would have been the perfect thing. Glass punching. And so, if anything, that's my one regret. Have you changed your mind about macing me yet? Will you mace me?
No thanks. I just think it's a stupid idea. It's just not uncalled. It's just uncalled for. I think your mother would be upset.
I think my mother would laugh.
I think she'd be upset to know that I just purposely maced you.
Well, what if I maced myself?
Absolutely disgusting behavior.
All right. Let's take a little break, huh?
Okay.
And when we come back from the break, we'll have a little surprise.
It's not Mace.
Or is it?
This idiot is really trying to mace himself in the middle of this enclosed space. Can somebody please direct him to a search engine so we can figure out that he's going to fuck everyone in here? Our producer. Our assistant.
Our producer is indifferent about me spraying myself. Did you just fart into the microphone? Did you just fart into the microphone? You disgusting pig.
I'm gonna get on Jackass before you do.
Oh, really? What if I did? Did it sound like I did?
It looked like you did. It didn't sound like it. I heard it was your mouth. Don't do it. That is my mace. For emergencies only. Where did I even get that? Did you get that from me? Oh, no, my dad got it from me. My dad got that from me. That is my mace. You cannot use that.
I want to do it so badly. All right, I guess we'll have to wait until
you have a
people
fucked
request
up
it.
hand already. I hope that mace gets in your cuts and it burns. And then you're like,
well, that's the thing. I missed out the footage. I missed out the footage for the hand, so I might as well get the mace.
Please, drive me to the hospital.
I can't see. Please, I'm blind. You were right. You were right. I should have listened to you. I should have listened to you, Joey.
I need stitches.
Do you think I'll need stitches, though? It genuinely hurts when I extend my... Oh, dude, today I was waking up, and just a good morning stretch. I was having the good morning stretch, right? And then this arm was the last thing to stretch out, and I stretched it out. Ooh! And it felt like the tip of my finger just shot across the room. And it was the most excruciating pain I've ever felt coming from my hand.
Whose fault was it?
My own. And I should have recorded it. That's why I should mace myself.
How in that moment would you have been
let it be known that I'd be macing myself right now if the studio rules allowed it. Johnny Knoxville, get me in the studio. You can mace me, blow me, suck me, fuck me, throw me under the rug, roll me up, smoke me like a joint.
Fuck you and fuck you?
Suck me, fuck me. Put me in the dryer, stick a thumb in my ass, pull it out, put it in my ear, stick it out, put it in her ear, pull it out, put it in my mouth.
Please stop it.
Oh, it hurts. So yeah. I stepped in shit the other day.
Yeah,
Nothing makes me feel like more of an unaccomplished, childish, immature piece of shit than taking a step in a dookie. Because who does that at 25 years old?
It's an honest mistake.
It's so stupid. I should have looked where I was walking. I'm an idiot. You should have seen how stupid I looked.
It's such an honest mistake, and you really lost your marbles.
I walked right into the mall. We were going to go somewhere. I don't even know. I walked right into wherever we were going to go. I wiped the shit on the carpet. I said, this is your problem now.
Ruined it.
Clean up after yourselves.
Absolutely ruined their carpet.
And just walked out because I fucked the world. That's what I'm on.
He was so worried about it for like 40 minutes after.
Yeah, because then when you step in shit as an adult, when you step in shit as a kid, is whatever. It's not your problem. You step in shit as an adult, you're like, fuck, now I'm going to track it into the car, and I'm going to have to drive home with the fucking smelly fucking car. I'm going to have to throw it in the dryer and have to listen to the dryer ka-punk, 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 ka-punk for 45 hours. And then I'm going to have to fucking wait for the shoes to dry, and the shoes are going to be smelling bad now. It's just so stupid. I got to look where I'm walking. I got to talk to God instead of fighting with God and breaking glass in my hands. I just need to grow.
Yeah. You need some prayer or something. I don't know. I always think about like what happens like in those situations, like you said, like you step in shit, now you got to get in your car or whatever. Like my friend, she just like would throw up really easily sometimes. And like one time she
sober throw ups
too.
Those are real throw ups right there.
Disgusting. So she would one time she literally just like projectile vomited onto herself in the car. She was like, yo, that literally came out of nowhere. I think she was
driving?
I think she was hungover, but like, yo, she literally was like, it came out of nowhere.
She was
like,
driving?
Yeah.
Were you in the car with her?
No, but she just straight up puked in her own lap.
She just showed up to brunch with fucking puke all over herself. Like, guys, you'll never believe what happened.
That's essentially what happened. Like, she just, I don't even know. Maybe she just did one of those little surprise burps that just ended up being a puke.
And then just... Just fucking the windshield is smudged and shit.
I just get a text like I just threw up in my lap on the way home, and I'm like, how did you continue to drive? I get scared to even sneeze when I'm driving.
You sneeze with your eyes open when you're driving. What is the? I wish I put some echo in that one. What's like the most embarrassing puke you ever had? I once worked with some people that like two of my coworkers hooked up one night after going out for drinks, and the story goes as told by the bottom. I'm not gendering them. I'm just claiming their positions. The bottom came in and said that the top got so drunk that they puked on the bottom's back.
Hell no.
And then
That's
the top comes in.
Disgusting.
The top comes in for the late shift and is like doing damage control, going out around to everybody saying, "Did you hear that I puked on so and so's back last night?" And everybody's like, "Well, yeah." And then he's like, "Well, it's a lie, okay?" Which is exactly what a guilty person would say.
Yeah, like why would that person lie about that?
Yeah.
Like just own it in that moment.
Like they woke up in the morning and they were like, "You know what? The sex was so bad, I'm going to tell everybody you puked on me."
Right.
He's like, no.
I honestly haven't had that embarrassing of a puke, I don't think. But I don't know. I've heard of people like straight up like girls like sucking dick and then puking.
No. I'm not talking that foul. I'm talking like I puked in a room all alone, all over myself, and I was still so embarrassed, even though there was nobody around, because I had like just woken up from a crazy night. Right, I was so drunk that night, but I was all alone. I was living completely alone, and I just woke up and sat up and kind of just like all over myself in the bed, just fucking like I hit like 3 rounds of it, just fucking. all over myself, and I was still so like hungover and drunk that I laid back down for like another 30 minutes. Like, what am I going to do with this? Like, the room is spinning so much that I can't even clean it up.
I mean, I understand because like I get really bad hangovers too, but like I don't even think I could do that one.
Yeah,
I think I would at least go die in the bathtub or something.
No, it was a really sad situation for me because I had to throw out my air mattress and everything. Had to start over from the beginning. Get a new air mattress.
Back to the floor, baby.
Back to the hardwood floor, baby. But yeah. Yeah, when I puke, it's pretty dangerous.
Damn.
Literally just fucking takes my entire body. Starts from the diaphragm. Just fucking...
Oh, Jesus.
And then you do that one where you're just like...
enough, please. We're done with this talk.
I haven't puked
I'm
in a
done
minute
with
because we haven't drank in a while.
You better
I'm
knock
done
on
drinking.
wood, first off. Knock on
I'll
wood.
use my strong hand.
Second off, we don't need all of that.
And it's the same way when...
into the specific.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
It's the same way too. Like when I take and it hasn't happened in a while. But when I was younger, like I used to just eat. So I was a fat kid. And I used to just like binge eat and just like fill my stomach up to the point where you put so much food in it at once, so much shit is gonna come out at once too. And those shits would hit me, and they'd be like so majestic that I'd like. It would change my posture how good these shits were because I'd feel like my spine was about to fall out of me. So I'd just be like, and I would always make that same noise too because that's how you know it's good. I would just go, it felt like my spine was dropping out with the turd. Just like, and I just missed those shits.
You were a little fat boy.
I was a little fat boy. So were you.
I mean, I was chubby.
You were chubby.
But your mom told me that you used to eat like insane amounts. Like she couldn't even keep up with you.
Yeah, I honestly...
You'd basically eat her out of house and home. And then also still suck on her boob.
Yeah, well.
So you were 6 years old.
That's a family myth. That's all lore. That's lore my mother wants you to believe. I tell you lore.
That's exactly what someone who is breastfed till they're...
I swear, I didn't suck my mommy's nipple. I don't even know what they look like. I swear, she's a liar.
She told me she'd pick you up from kindergarten. You'd be like, Mom, Bebas.
Oh, shit. That's funny. That's what my mom wishes. Ugh. My mom wishes I'd suck her tits.
Ew. Jesus.
I'm going to mace myself.
Cut that one out.
I should have maced myself. Whoop. I cut out there for a second.
You should have made self.
Dude, what the f*** is going on? My name's Miguel. Welcome to my spring break show.
Totally, Kyle.
And
oh my God! Speaking of Totally Kyle, I listened.
Nobody
to,
was
like,
speaking of Totally Kyle.
I just said that, but
yeah, whatever.
oh my God!
Continue.
I will.
I will wretch. I will wretch.
I will wreck you.
I will wretch all over your grave.
Anyways,
Totally Kyle. Continue.
I listened to a 37-part series on TikTok about Amanda Bynes, and that shit is fucking insane, dude.
What happened?
Insane, dude.
What happened?
So insane.
Watch out, cat.
Hey, get out of here. Scoot.
Get her out of here. Get her out of here. Do your job as a producer. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. Piece of shit.
Lola, you better get lost. Go. Sorry. Hey. But no, so like just Amanda Bynes' entire career is just insane. Like she was a child actress, obviously.
A great one too.
And a really great one. Like, can we just talk about the Amanda Show?
Yes, we can.
She ran that entire thing, and she was like, what, maybe 11 or 12?
She gave Drake and Josh careers.
And she was like...
She gave Dan Schneider a career.
How many parts did she play, and how much acting did she do? And she was amazing. Maha! bring in the
girls' room.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
Yeah.
Like Moody's Point, she got all serious
Moody's
and dramatic. Dude, she literally had like.
Mm-hmm.
She was a seasoned actress by the time she was like 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently her parents were like working her like a workhorse because they just wanted to take the money.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But even when this is what's crazy is what really made her turn, because she was old. Not old, but she got old enough to like show that she had her own brain. She did Hairspray. She did Easy A.
Well, she started using drugs even by Hairspray. She was like abusing Adderall like crazy. Like an insane amount. Like she literally has said in interviews like I chewed on Adderall all day long, like actually all day long. And I can't even imagine. But then her drug habits just got worse, and I think a combination of trauma and predisposition, she has a mental illness. I don't know what it is because her parents won't say, because they had her under a conservatorship. Then they didn't, said that she was doing better and she was going to be going off her meds, which was stupid because at the time that she was going to go off her meds, she was doing actually really good. Like this was post like
9/11.
Post her lighting her dog on fire by accident, and post her like getting.
That's worse than 9/11. Wait, I think that camera just shut off. It's almost like they wanted me not to say it's worse than 9/11. Sorry, technical difficulties. Back to your story.
So yeah, this was like post her like accidentally lighting her dog on fire, becoming like homeless and all that. Her parents like took over. She had gotten arrested for a couple different things, DUIs, and she was doing better. Like she was going back to school. Her classmates said that she was like super normal and all this shit. And then they announced they were ending the conservatorship, taking her off her meds. Wouldn't state what she had, which, I mean, I don't know if she has bipolar, some kind of like schizo. But clearly there's something wrong with her. And, yeah, it's just sketchy that her parents would do that to her. And then her life kind of derailed again. But
do you know? Do you want to know what I blame?
What?
Or who I blame for it? And the same reason why her parents won't talk?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I think it might be an NDA that they have signed.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the same reason why nothing has come out on that guy so far.
Oh, yeah. No, but there is a little bit of information. Like, in that story, it was talking about how, like, Nickelodeon... Like, if you were going to interview for Dan Schneider or any of his shows, not just Nickelodeon, I don't want to drag the whole company into it, but if you were going to...
A Dan Schneider production?
Yes. You had to go to the production in pigtails and flip-flops.
Like young girls to interview.
Open-toed shoes and pigtails. Yeah, and of course they were all children. Like, the dude clearly has a foot fetish.
Yeah.
And I think Amanda was probably one of his first victims.
Oh, unfortunately.
And I can't wait for that dude to fucking croak so we can get all the tea from everybody.
Because it's all speculation so far, and you see the pictures online of him like holding the girls in weird ways.
Yeah.
There's a old YouTube channel that he used to upload on back in like the iCarly and Victorious days.
Mm-hmm.
And he would just go around backstage filming the girls and filming the actors like in their downtime.
Oh, yeah.
And you could just sense how awkward it is.
And he would do like that weird, like there was like some weird skit with their feet, and then like
that was just for the internet too.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even for like TV.
Go. And it's even weirder that like, I don't know, now Drake Bell with that whole thing.
Oh. Well, what's his situation? Was a young girl?
Yeah.
16, 17?
Like 15, and he was like messaging her like. I don't know if he was trying to get pictures or just...
Was there penetration?
Creepy.
Do the records show if there was penetration?
Just creepy all around. And no, I don't think so. I think it was just
Either
predatory behavior.
Yeah. Now that's how you know you got a problem. When you're that famous, you have that much, exposure. Even though he's not that famous anymore, but like still, you think you got enough power to not have to go for 15-year-olds. Boy!
Disgusting. But yeah, I don't know. Amanda Bynes, I hope wherever you are, you're doing well.
And come on the show. Come on the show. Plead your case. You'll be our first guest. But we love you here, Amanda. And we're on your side. We're Team Amanda.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't really know what the point of that entire story was. It was just to give some love to Amanda Bynes.
No, it was a good story. Thank you. Thank you for sharing with us. Please never do that again.
Shut up.
I don't know. I think we've covered all the topics we can for the guest today.
Yeah, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right, well.
No, I thought you asked me if I wanted to wrap it up.
Okay.
You go. No, go ahead. You wrap it up.
Well, it's been another.
All right. Well, it's been. You see what you did?
Okay, well, you do realize that not everybody's going to watch this, and a lot of people are going to listen, and you're holding up signs. So.
Here's a sign. If you wanted a sign to start a podcast with your best friend, here's the sign. I wasn't actually making a sign. I was just drawing a little. I was just drawing a little dickhead.
Cute.
Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, this has been so fun. This has been great, as always.
I'm Joey.
I'm Miguel.
And we'll see you next time!